Hello, welcome back to T3 Plays. We're going to be testing out a new deck. Told you last time, started missing the Solgaleo. Can't be cheating on the Solgaleo, so I had to bring it back. And what a way to bring it back, then pair it with the other Celestial Guardian. So we paired it with Lunala, and I got inspiration from one of my opponents who whooped my ass because they brought in Lunala, Solgaleo, Giratina, and Regigigas. And I saw most of the deck, but didn't get to see all of what they had in their deck. So I played around, made up my own version. This is a very heavy deck compared to our previous versions because we're running 10 Pokemon. So we're running double Lunala, double Solgaleo, double Cosmog, and double Regigigas and double Giratina. So we're limited on items compared to what we usually run. So I'm looking forward to testing this deck out. So what we're doing initially is just testing this deck out, see how it plays, get used to it, just see if there's any kinks in it, because I played around with it just with the items just to see what I think will work. And only when you test it out and you see how it really does. So for now, we're just putting the Regigigas up front as a tank because we do have Ilima. But unfortunately, they Sabrina us and they take it out. But what they'll do is they're going to go down to 110 HP. So they can't take us out in the next turn because they can't red us. They may Giovanni us, but if we can get another card, yep, so we managed to get a Giratina, we can try and do something. We power up this Giratina, see how long we can stall, and we can try and do something. Every time they attack, they reduce their health by 20. So it gives us a chance to maybe pull something off. So we're trying to delay as much as possible. Chaotic Impact again, they can feel that they're so close. But we managed to get a Cosmog, we withdraw, we're using Ilima, and we put in our Giratina. We put back our Regigigas in case they Sabrina us, which is unlikely, but for I don't want to lose my Cosmog, so they'll think twice about it. So they evolve their Cosmog into Lunala, but next turn I will get to evolve mine. So they attack again, and it's pretty much job done because they're within range of either my Solgaleo or my Lunala, but I'll play my Crown Lunala. So I withdraw my Giratina, burn the energy, put in one Lunala, drag up that psychic energy that I need. It's important that they kept that psychic energy because we can only move psychic energy. Another energy from the energy zone. I only need one psychic energy, and job done. So this shows how flexible this deck is. Getting the best out of Lunala, using Regigigas as a tank, and using Ilima to withdraw it. So this deck is flexible, like the Lunala is flexible. You can have different aspects of the way you use your Pokemon, and we obviously we're running double Regigigas as well. So if we get that Ilima, we can use it. If you don't have the Ilima, then we can sack off the Regigigas as well because we only lose 1 point, and it takes them a while. And while they're doing that, we can start building up our bench. So they've got a Gibble, and what we have to worry about is the fact that obviously they can evolve into Garchomp and start hitting for 50. They've got, okay, they're running this version, so they'll have a Lucario, then plus 20 damage, and they already evolved the Garchomp. They'll probably hit our back line because that's the one with energy on it. I do the same, so I can't blame them, but we will evolve. We managed to get a Lily, so we can regain a lot of that health again. Yep, and use the ability to go to the active spot. I'll start dishing out 120 on this Garchomp. So next turn it can hit us for 100 minimum, and if they attack, we take it out. Okay, and they have a red. That's fine. We're down to 30 HP. Okay, we get Giratina. Start putting on energy on the Cosmog in case we get a rare candy. So we're definitely losing our Solgaleo because they can take it out with their Gibble. But now it's a matter of how do we survive. So we can go into the Cosmog and I can teleport out depending on what we get. So let's see what we get. Okay, we get a Regigigas. So now I'm thinking, let's retain our energy, go into Regigigas. Let's see what they do. And then I can Ilima out as well. I put energy on the Regigigas just so they think, you know what, this Regigigas is a threat, let's attack it. But obviously my plan is to withdraw it, and I completely forgot it's weak to fighting, so they can withdraw, go into Lucario, and they would have destroyed it. But we'll put in our Giratina just to bide some time, because we are hoping that we can get a rare candy so we can evolve our Cosmog. And we're hoping obviously they don't get to evolve, their Gibble into a Garchomp, so they attack with Lucario. So we managed to get a rare candy, we managed to top deck it, and we could have really gone into anything and hit for 120, but I thought let's showcase our Rainbow Lunala. We bring our Lunala in, and that's job done. Do we attack or do they concede? Let's see. Do they realize what's going on? Okay, they concede. They're very quick on that button, aren't they? So let's see how we do in the ranked battles. Start off with a Regigigas. Hopefully we're able to highlight his ability. Okay, we only get hurt for 10, so we want to be hurt 3 times by this before we can take it out. And a lot of people don't know about Regigigas' ability, and they don't know how well it pairs with Lunala, so we can catch them off guard. And some people aren't good at math, and they don't understand, how much Regigigas can end up hitting you. I'm gonna evolve right now in case they red card Mars me. Want to avoid that as much as possible. Obviously we don't get to surprise them as much, but that's if they understand how Lunala properly works, because Lunala isn't very popular. People don't use it as much, so I can at this moment move the energy and attack, but we'll ruin the surprise because we hit for 70, they'll have 10 left, then they'll start figuring out what they need to do. So we let them hit one more time before we start doing some damage and catch them off guard. Okay, they got the Gengar. We're not fast because we don't really need to use any supporter cards. Our hand is pretty much done. Just checking how much it does, 100. So we take one more hit, we knock them out. If they bring in the Gengar to attack, they do 100 damage unless they got Giovanni, and we can knock out the Gengar because we'll be 130 plus 50, we'll do 180, and they've got 170 HP. So let's see what they do. Okay, they evolve in so they can move the energy around, well, the damage points around, and they end up hitting us. And I don't think they realize yet that it's game over. I'll just put the energy there. Yeah, we can't use the supporter cards, and we hit for 180, and we caught them off guard. So far so good, 100% win streak. This is, I really enjoy this. It feels much more complete and not heavily, well, we're still relying on Lunala's ability, but like Regigigas has its own, pros in the fact that we can use Ilima and take it out. You can tank a few hits, and then we can bring out a Giratina, bring out a Solgaleo, bring out a Lunala. There's options for us. We do reduce the amount of supporters and item cards we have, but I think it has some play. So they're running I'm guessing a healing deck with a Wigglytuff. We get our Giratina eventually, so we can start powering up. Okay, we get every starter Pokemon except our Regigigas. Yep, we start evolving. Okay, they've quit already. Oh, they just evolved in advance, so that's what, another win. So that 4 win streak we're on. 100% win streak. This deck is undefeated. We start with Regigigas. I like to lead with it. So I have options. Either I can attack with it, or it can soak up a few hits and then I either lose it or eliminate it out. Get the other Giratina. I'm not sure if I want to play it yet in case I get another Regigigas that I want to switch in between, because I can potentially sack both Regigigas while I set up my bench. So we're going against a Greninja Snorlax Giratina deck. They're running Psychic Energy. Interesting. Because they'll get up the Psychic Energy pretty quick. Yeah, we'll put an energy on the Regigigas, so just so they, want to consider hitting it, because sometimes if you don't put the energy on, they just don't bother attacking it. They start trying to snipe, etc. So next turn we can actually hit, but it doesn't look like they're trying to attack. They want to take the time, fill up their bench, and I kind of want to make the first move and just attack, even though it makes me vulnerable because we're using up all our energy. I just want to see what they do instead of being passive and they just build everything. Okay, so they don't mind losing their Froakie. I find Greninja is such a pain, so I do want to take it out because that sniping ability, then being able to Cyrus us, gets very annoying. Because if they literally got like Greninja sniped my Regigigas and put it in there, it'll be a hard day. It'll be a long day. The red card is not too fast because we've got all our evolution. Well, we've got our Lunala out. That's the main one we want to consider. Start building up our energy as well, because we only do 50 damage to this Snorlax, and I think they're panicking on what to do, so they're not sure which way they need to go about this. I'll start attacking them. I'm hoping they attack us, then I can wipe out the Snorlax, and I've got a energy on Giratina, so I purposely didn't attack last round so I can get that psychic energy, because it allows me to be flexible, because now Lunala has a out, because if I didn't get that psychic energy, wouldn't be able to attack. So then I'm now low on health. They're expecting me to only be able to hit for 50, but I'm not playing that. I'm making a big play where I'm taking my Regigigas out. I'm burning 4 energy. That's how much extra energy we have on the board, and they've got a ton of energy on their side too. Yep, would have taken them out. They would have attacked my Lunala. I would have hit them back, and then I could have come in with my other Regigigas and taken them out. So with this deck, we're on a 5 win streak, 100% record, no losses. I think we managed to showcase how strong this deck is and how you can use it. So hopefully people try it out. And what we'll do now is probably open some packs, wonder picks, see what we get. So let's get straight into it. Salandia, oh, something here. Is it shiny? Oh, full art Vulpix, Alolan Vulpix that is. I was hoping Alolan Ninetales would be better than what we did get. new Lapras, because you have to charge up the Ninetales, but the attack is nothing amazing. Shiny Starmie. Oh, I do love a Starmie EX. But it's still very strong. For 2 energy, 90 damage, 130 HP. Alolan Persian. Nothing new. Well, new Oricorio. The fire one. Do some wonder picks. Let's see if we can get our Cosmog. Let's take a peek. Oh, we get the promo. So this is a promo special. There's nothing really different except the Chansey sticker. And we managed to level up, collect some more items. Also means we've got like 100 plus hourglasses. Oh, another Cosmog. We have 100 plus hourglasses, which we can either use now or use for like the next expansion pack that's coming out. I really wanted the Oricorio. Miss. You get a fan dump. Let's see, do I get the Crabominable? No. Get the Helioptile. Well, there's a lot of these that I don't have. Kangaskhan would be good. Or a Fossil. Yep, Fossil. Another chance at Crabominable. Crabominable. Okay, what's going on here? So we have to check now our Pokedex. Let's see what wonders we get. A Trumbeak. Yeah, you better give me that Lycan rock to compensate. No, we get a Wonder Pick Hourglass. So I think what we'll do is end it here. Hopefully you've enjoyed what you've seen so far. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. And what I'll do is see you next time, and hopefully I come up with something new, something exciting for you to try out. So I'll see you next time. Bye bye.